So anyway, box check game for those who knew. We do coach, quarterback, offensive line, run game, weapons, and pass rush. That's 6 main things. At the end of the day, your defense, if you have a pass rush, you're viable. You're a viable defense. You don't have to be top 10 in everything, right? You don't have to be the Niners. If you have a pass rush, you're viable. So that's what we broke it down into. So let's start with the Bengals. Coach, I would consider Zach Taylor, yes.
Yeah, I would.
Not only have I seen him get to this point 2 straight years, I've seen him do it in some pretty impressive fashion, out-coaching what we thought were really, really good NFL coaches. Andy Reid, Sean McDermott, right? Mike Tomlin's been beating him relatively consistently. So I've seen him do it against really good coaching. He's done it 2 years in a row now. I think I can trust Zach Taylor. I would give it a yes. I would check the box.
I think so too. I mean, he's been a really good coach. He's been winning the games that nobody expected and leading a team with minimal talent at first, and they've been gaining traction. So,
quarterback, yes. Joe Burrow is an obvious check of that box. So O-line, I would say this year they went out, they acquired pieces. I would say overall, yes. Right now they're banged up. Backups, I can't rely on backups in a big spot in, the AFC Championship game. So I would go no right now. Overall, yes, they've spent money there. They're developing some new players there. So I would say they're heading in the right direction. But as of right now, no.
Now the other bad spot on this is the pass rush. I don't like that too much.
Don't like the pass rush. They were towards the bottom of the league, so not ideal. But the run game was really good. Weapons really good.
Yeah.
So that gives them a 4 out of 6. 5 out of 6. I hate saying the term when healthy, but even when remotely healthy. They've had cluster injuries on the offensive line, so when remotely healthy, yes, so 4 to 5 out of 6. Eagles are next. Coach, I would say no right now. Not a lot of people are going to be upset. He's 1-1 in playoff games. He had one good year. That's great.
Yeah.
But he's not necessarily the most clever offensive guy. He's more of a motivator than he is a Shanahan, McVay, Andy
I can't
Reid,
put him in that
clever.
category. No, I can't put him there.
I would say right now, no. I would say everything else, yes, though. Quarterback, O-line, run game, weapons, pass rush, absolutely.
That team is loaded.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's almost like they just need the right guy at the helm. He
and
might be.
I was going to say, I have a feeling he is, but right now, I can't. Box check is unequivocally, you don't have to worry about it. Next 5 to 10 years, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's the box check. Well, let's go 3 to 5. Next 3 to 5 years, you don't even have to worry about it. Quarterback, you don't take a call. Offensive line, you're set. Coach, nope, we're good here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. If he can win, if he can beat like the 49ers and they can make a little bit of a run this year and he can beat those good coaches in those big situations, I would think about it. And then I need to see it repeated, though, again.
If he gets to the Super Bowl and doesn't get embarrassed, holds his own, they lose tough.
Like the reason Zach Taylor is a check is because he did it last year, and now we're seeing him do it again this year.
Right.
And that consistency is what you look for before you go ahead and check any of the boxes.
I agree.
We haven't seen it from Sirianni.
Okay, so 5 out of 6 right now for the Eagles, potential to get a 6. Let's go with the Niners. I'm going to go 5 out of 6 here as well. So we got coach, yes. Offensive line, yes. Best left tackle in the game, probably. Run game for sure. Weapons, yes. Pass rush, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go quarterback, no, right now.
Well,
7th round pick.
Right.
And to be fair, he's played a lot of his games at home, a lot of them against inferior teams. He has yet to go on the road against a better team, borderline better team, a really, really good defense. This is going to be the best defense he's played. He's going to be on the road.
Now, I have a question for you. Now, if Jimmy G's in this system, is that a checked box at quarterback?
No.
Still no.
Because I think it'd still take a call on Jimmy G.
Okay.
I still think I would move Jimmy G. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So,
I'm checking the box if for the next 3 years I'm good. I'm set. I'm good. Thanks. Don't call me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not moving. He's not going anywhere.
I might not love Derek Carr, but I'm talking for 5-6 years. But personally, for 3 years, if he's on my team, I'm not taking a call unless it's for 2 firsts.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
I know it sounds crazy.
The 49ers roster is so loaded. I mean, outside of quarterback, every single box, they don't just check, but they excel.
Emphatically check.
Every single one.
Well, that's why right now, if I had to rank teams, I'd probably put the Bengals 1, but they're 4 out of 6. But the thing is, that quarterback slot is so massive with Joe Burrow. So valuable. It's such an emphatic yes. All right, Chiefs. Coach, yeah. Quarterback, yeah. Offensive line, yep. Run game, I'm going to go no. It's not consistent enough, and they don't really rely on it. Or they can't lean into it in instances and consistently do it. So I'd go no. Weapons, yes. Pass rush, yes. Weapons are on the border, but when you have Travis Kelce, McKinnon's a good back out of the backfield. Smith-Schuster is probably a top 5 slot guy in the league.
They're good enough.
Good enough, certainly serviceable. You would probably look to build a little bit, but for right now, 100% serviceable, 5 out of 6 for the Chiefs. So, there's the top 4, right? We have 4 out of 6 for the Bengals, closer to 5. Eagles 5, closer to 6. Niners 5, could be 6. Chiefs 5 out of 6. Let's go to the bottom 5 in the standings this year in the NFL. It gets a little weird. Bears are 0 for 6. Right? Like, coach, I don't know.
They don't fit anywhere.
Coach, first of all, he's a defensive coach. Don't love that.
No.
Justin Fields, I'd take a call on him tomorrow for the first pick.
Yep.
And then go draft you out the first pick, I mean. It's interesting. Okay. Weapons, absolutely not. Offensive line, not. Run game, no. Pass rush, they were like bottom 2 in the league, so no.
They don't do anything well.
Cardinals, I would go, Texans, I would also go 0 out of 6.
Yeah, that's got to be nothing.
Coach,
right?
No.
Quarterback, no.
Absolutely
Pass
not.
rush, never.
Offensive line, no. Weapons, no. Run game, no.
No, they don't have anything going there.
No. And if there was a 7th box for culture, absolutely not as well for them. Let's go with the Colts next. I would go coach. Obviously not. They just fired their coach, and Jeff Saturday is not the guy. Quarterback, no. I don't think it's Sam Ehlinger. I don't think it's Nick Foles. I don't think it's Matt Ryan.
No.
Offensive line, I would also go no. It was a strength. I think it's become a little bit of a liability. Yeah. Injuries have not been good, and outside of Quentin Nelson, I don't trust anybody. I would give the run game a check. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a really, really solid back. And the offensive line tends to be good run blocking, so I'll give him a good for run game. Weapons, absolutely not.
No.
Outside of Michael Pittman, who are you throwing to? Mo Alley Cox? Like, for real, that's a real person. Like, Alec Pierce, like, he's fine. It's okay.
There's nothing in Indy either. So what are we giving them, a 2?
And then pass rush.
Yeah, because they have a pass rush.
Yeah, they have a pass rush. Yeah, for sure.
So 2 out of 6.
Give it 2 out of 6.
So now you can start to see how this is formulated, right? The bad teams... these
they don't
cornerstone
check
pieces,
boxes.
No, not even close. I would say like the minimum that you would have to check to beat one of these teams up at the top is 4, right? You would have to have 4. 4 of the 6.
Yeah.
I mean, you can afford to kind of be lacking in 2 areas.
Go look at all the 8 teams from this weekend. I mean, Dallas has 4. Like the Giants probably don't have 4, but they felt like they were overachieving anyway.
Yeah.
The Jags, now it's close, but I feel like they have 4. I think they have 4 right now.
They would probably have 4, maybe 3 bordering on 4.
Buffalo has 4 to 5, probably.
I'd say more like 5.
Coach is close.
Well, yeah,
offensive line is run game's
I would go maybe.
I'd go 4. I'd go 4.
That might be Buffalo's problem, right? They're too dependent on their one checked box.
Maybe. All right, let's go with the Cardinals, right? So they're down there as well. I'd give the weapons a check, and I'd give the quarterback a check. Everything else, a big question mark. Big question mark. Coach, they don't have one.
Well, we've seen Kyler be special.
Line's not good.
We've seen Kyler be special.
Pass rush is bottom of the league.
Yeah.
Run game isn't there. Now, James Conner's a touchdown machine, but the run game overall, chunk yardage, not there.
So what, 2 out of 6?
2 out of 6. All right, let's go with the Broncos, finally. I'd give the weapons a check right now. Coach, obviously you don't have one. Now, granted, Sean Payton is rumored, a little interesting there. Quarterback right now, if you told me Russ,
That's not a check box.
He was one of the worst, if not the worst quarterback in football.
I'm sorry, I can't do that just based on a name.
I couldn't agree more.
It's not like you can't rank quarterbacks like name.
Couldn't agree more. So I'd give him not for offensive line. I think they need more consistency. I'd give him run game. I'd give him weapons.
Yeah.
Pass rush right now has not been up to par. Weapons are on the border.
Weapons are really fringe. I mean, they're gonna have to. If we do this again next year, we're gonna need to see a lot of stuff from that weapons room to keep that check.
I agree. But no, so that's kind of the top 4. Chiefs
fans are going to be mad.
Chiefs kind of feel like a 4 to me. Bengals kind of feel like a 1. We can argue in between. They're all really close, but that's the box check game to try to kind of simplify things